Hello there, my name is Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. Today we're kind of going to do a combo video because I have to do my monthly goals video and it's time for our quarterly series TBR check-in video. So we're just going to smoosh those two together and do it all right here because they're both typically shorter videos anyways. So first let's talk about my monthly goals check-in. I guess I'll scoot over here. Let me just pop up my little Canva design here about my TBR total right now. I read 2 and bought 2, so this entirely excludes any manga read or bought, also any graphic novels, comics, anything else that I may have read that aren't like typically a novel. The only time that I will include manga in the numbers is when I am reading for my year-end total of how many books I've read. I will always include mangas, but for this purpose we are really focusing on getting my physical TBR down and done with, which is really not happening because my new TBR is 145 books, which means that I have about 3 more books on my TBR now than I did at the beginning of the year, which does not help anybody ever. My God. So let's talk about March a little bit. In March, I was really slumpy. That was coming from February where I was trying to, read based on not reading vlogs, but read based on reading challenges and readathons and book clubs, and I was so overwhelmed. So in March, all I could do was read manga. That was literally the only thing that I could do to get reading through anything, and so the majority of March was manga. I did get a lot of books read, a decent amount of books. I reread the whole Watakoi series, and I'll link up the wrap-up for you in the cards above so you can see that if you haven't seen it already. But I did have a good, enjoyable month, and I feel like now I'm back on track to start reading some novels. It's the 8th and I've already read 2 already, so I feel like we're making some good progress. I also have the Aurelium Spring Equinox Readathon happening in April. Everyone does. G at Book Roast hosts this readathon. It's an amazing like D&D style readathon. I am very lucky, I feel, to have started when G started this whole thing, and now it's become like an explosive year-long thing, and it's really cool. And I always play it my own way, and I try not to let what I'm doing interfere with G's technical point system that she has going on. So like I don't put my books in there, I just do it my own way, but it's still so fun. So hopefully with that being all month, I'll be able to get through a ton of books. And also what I'm going to be doing is doing like a spring cleaning. So at first I was looking at my bookshelves back here, and these are all books that I've already read, and some of them aren't necessarily my super favorites. Some of them I know that I want to get rid of and I just haven't yet, and some of them I'm debating on keeping at all, even though they may once have held a place in my heart. So I'm debating on going through all of this. This is where that started, and then I was over there looking at some of the series, which is the next part we're going to talk about, my TBR for my series, and there's a couple of books up there that I don't think that I care about anymore, and I think maybe instead of even trying to read them, I could just get rid of them, and it would hurt nobody ever. So that is something that I do have in mind. I don't know if I'm thinking I'll be making it a video. I don't know when that video may be coming out. It may be coming out in May, but we will see. Because I need to do something about these numbers. It's not working, and this space, we're losing space, so we need to do something about that. So let's talk about series real quick. In quarter 1, which is January, February, and March of 2023, I finished 2 series. Okay, so my new series total, which is all of the books in the series that I have yet to read, is 223. I am currently reading A Darker Shade of Magic series, which is 3 books. I have 2 books left to read, and hopefully I will be getting those done in this month of April, but we shall see. Also, for this spring equinox, I am also going to be reading the Gilded Wolves series, which is also another 3 set of books. So I could potentially getting us down to 217 books by the end of April, which is really exciting. I'm trying to prioritize more series, but the ones that I'm more interested in are the ones that I don't have the majority of the books for, which is concerning. But I think that that means it's time to go ahead and do some spring cleaning, getting rid of some things, and donating and selling on Pango and all of that kind of stuff. So I guess we will go ahead and see what April brings. You may see that video in May, and hopefully, here's hoping, I get through a lot of novels and my actual TBR behind you for the Equinox readathon, and then just generally not feeling slumpy. I think my biggest issue with feeling slumpy lately is that I'm trying to do a lot of book clubs where the books are already picked out for me, and I feel like a necessity to do and read those books, but like they're not books that I necessarily would have picked out because it's not my book club. So it's hard, it's a little bit difficult, but I am going to try and prioritize the things that I am feeling in the mood for. So thank you so much for joining me in this little check-in for just my monthly check-in and my quarterly series check-in. Let me know how you feel about mushing these videos together. If you like it, if you don't like it, let me know down in the comments what your goal was for last month, if you reached it, and what your goal is for next month. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!
I don't wanna let myself